Hello! Me, Sky Elizabeth's come down. It's Monday morning. We're gonna get the potatoes started and put in today. Put it down. I've also brought down the sweet corn, as you can see from which I don't had in your lap. As you can see, they've come up. Well, a few of them come up. There's still a couple left to go. So I be leaving them in here in the top greenhouse at the allotment. Where it's obviously nice and warm with the fire and that being in it. It's another lovely day of the day.
It is.
Yes, another lovely day. So we're going to go down the potato beds. I'm going to get the potatoes out, the first earlies, and I'm going to get the first two rows of first earlies put in. So we're going to get on with that now. Well, it's time for me and the girls to make a start down here in the first early bed. So I'm going to spin these around, and we're going to do two rows, which I'll show you. The girls have already made a start now, so I'll spin you around and I'll show you how we're going to get done. As you can see, the girls have already started. So there's going to be one row here. There's going to be one row here. So I've let the girls get on with this side, and I'm going to get on with this side. Oh, Elizabeth, what are you doing? Look! Look, you filled it back up.
Daddy! Don't think of me!
Right, okay, so how many potatoes do we have?
All it has to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So there's 6 per row and there's 4.
Yeah, so 6 times 4 is 24.
Well done. Right, so it's 24. So how many per row do we need? We've got 2 rows. 24 divided by 2.
12.
That's prize for the young lady. Right, so we need 12 down this row and 12 down this row.
If you do that, I'll just...
As long as they're around about a foot and a half in between, 12 to 18 inches, they'll be fine. So I've just put them down this side. Then what I'll do is I'll finish off doing that side there, and we'll just put them opposite each other. Then cover them over and mound them up. Right, that's 2 rows of steamer in. I'm going to go and get the marker to put it on. I'll mark what they are, but
I'm still
I'll be right
here.
back.
I'm still here.
Right, well, I got it wrong. They're Swift first earlies, not steamer. So that's 2 lots of Swift in. I haven't yet got me markers because I'm busy using them elsewhere on the garlic. So that's them 2 in. In a couple more weeks' time, I'll put the second earlies in. Then I'll put the main crop in that one there. So I've still got that bit to dig out. I'll not do it today. I'll do it through this the rest of this week. But pleased with that. Right, time to move on to the next job. I've been wondering how I was going to put my leeks in. So I don't know if I was going to put them. I was originally just going to put them straight in the ground, in the bed itself. But what I thought about doing was the buckets that I've got for the tomatoes. Chop the bottoms off the buckets, and that'll raise them up a little bit. Because ideally I could do with a couple of, like, what I was going to get was I was going to get like the tin sheeting and put it down the sides just to raise it up a bit more for the flags to come down and stuff. But what I'm going to do this year, and we'll give it a go, is I've got some of the tomato buckets I used last year. I've got 10 of them. I'm going to sacrifice 10 of them, chop the bottoms off, and place them into the soil, fill it up, then put the leeks into there. So I'll just flip these around and show you what they're going to be like. So on this side where I have my leeks, I'm going to put them like a staggered effect. I'm going to go and chop the bottoms of these buckets off, put them in the ground. Then when the time comes, I can get my plastic on, or I can just leave them like that with the base, the bottom. I'll see what happens. I don't know. I'll see what happens. But at the moment, I'll be chopping the bottoms of these buckets off, and I'll be sinking them into the ground. So I have to see how things go with that this year. That's 10 of them pots cut up, and by the bottom the buckets cut up, and this is how they're going to go. So I'm going to sink them in like that, just slightly, and I'm going to, when the time comes, I'll fill them up with probably by the time that the leeks get big enough to go out, they'll be in bigger pots anyway, so the bigger pots will fit in there, no bother. So they'll just sit on the top of there, and then the roots can go down and into the fed soil. So see how that goes this year. Like I said, the next task when I get paid, probably first wage I get paid, I'll be getting the tunnel cover for this, getting that done. So yep, that's one thing done. The other side, the onions, I'll just put direct in the ground. I'm not going to mess about with them. See if I find some more buckets and stuff, I might cut the bottoms off them. It's me and the girls now back at home. I'm in the greenhouse in the back garden, as I've got one task to get done before I call it a day, and that is to pot on the Livingston daisies. I've already made a start, as you can see down here on the little tray. So basically all I've done is just separated them out, put them in little clumps of a few plants together, and just put them in a 20 seed tray. Now I just need to water that, and that's that done. I've still got them 2 trays to do, so I'm going to get cracked on, get that sorted out, and like I say, that's going to be it from me for the day. There's 1 tray, and there is 2 trays. So first lot of Swan River daisies all potted up. So we've got the 40 little plug plants sort of thing by the time they take on. So I'm pleased to manage to get them done. I've just noticed there's a few seedlings popped up from the flowers and the tomatoes I've put in. The Gardener's Delight have started coming up. So there's one. These are just those spare ones I'll be putting in. And the money makers, there's a couple popped up there as well, along with the flowers. So as we can see here, the golden eyes popped up, the cosmos candy floss is up, it's well established. The China asters are starting to show their little faces. There's a little bit of green there on the Jack Flash. At the moment I think that is it for them. Oh, there's some green coming up on there as well. So they're starting to come along. We got first lot of Roma tomatoes there, coming to getting their first set of true leaves, along with the sweet millions as well. Other than that, there's not really much to show you at the moment. Tomatoes, the American and the Spanish, I got off Jeff, they're coming up canny, just got them covered at the moment. But yeah, that's it. That's me sorted for today. So we'll see how this week pans out. I've got a few things I want to get done. I'm going to start writing a list now for tomorrow, and basically get that list done and dusted. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Hello everybody. Hello, it's Tuesday now. It's absolutely teeming with rain yet again. I've come down to the garden to do one thing. A couple of things to be honest. I'm going to pot this CSX Leek up. So I'm going to put that up in the rose bucket. I've got in there. And also the middle greenhouse, I want to get that gutted stuff taken out of it so I can get the shelves built on the left hand side, so I can get the framework now that's sorted out. So yeah, that's what I'm going to get cracked on with now. So I'm going to go pick something else up from the car, so I'll catch you once I've done that. Here I've got my sunflowers, well the 3 that I've had inside on Elizabeth's bedroom windowsill. So these are just the giant sunflower singles from Wilkinson's. I put these 3 because I didn't have no space in the greenhouse, so I just popped them on the windowsill in the house. And if of course you can see, they have absolutely went berserk. So I'm going to get them potted on today, just these 3. The other ones are only about that big, so you can see what a bit of heat and a bit of light does to them. Like I say, this is just flown away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 smaller ones into these pots here. They're just slightly bigger than the ones I've got, and I'm going to give this one its own air pot, so we'll see if it makes any difference. In fact, scrap that, I'm not. I'm going to give this one, because these 2 are relatively the same size, I'll give this one an air pot, and I'll give this one this pot here. This one can have that pot instead, so we'll just swap them over. So then we'll be able to see what the difference is, see which one grows better in the air pot or the normal pot. Now when I do plant out the rest of these leeks, these air pots will be used for my chilies, because they're ideal size for the chilies. So I've got a couple spare at the moment, and given over that it'll take a couple of weeks for the rest of the stuff to catch up, I'll just use these for the time being, because my chilies aren't even through yet. I need to check them actually. I need to check them because I may have to sow another batch. So yeah, I'm going to get cracked on with these. There's no point in showing you because you know how I work out with the potting on now, so magic trick. So that's them done. I'm going to leave these down at the garden so they can cool off, sort of thing, because I don't want them growing too big too quick, just because to be honest, I'd planted ones out this big last year, so I need them to calm down. So I'm going to put them down on the floor in there with the leeks and everything, and the other side of the part of the greenhouse. I'm going to put them underneath, leave them there for a week, obviously with sunlight and stuff as well. So once I've gotten that done, I'm going to move on to the next thing. Well, looks like I've run out of time, so I'm going to shoot off. Hopefully it's a better day tomorrow and I can get some work done outside. I want to get the grazing rye and everything sort cut down, ready to be dug over. And also I haven't managed to get that middle greenhouse done yet, so I'll hopefully get that done tomorrow as well. So as of Tuesday I'm off skis, so see you on Wednesday. Hi guys, it's Wednesday afternoon. I've managed to get out for an hour. I was hoping to get over today all day, but plans had changed. It was needed more at home, so I've managed to squeeze out for an hour, and I've just been down to Wilkinson's to pick some more geranium seeds up, because I need some more basically, because I've only got 9 plants, and I do like the geranium, so I've picked some more up. So I've come down to the garden. I'm going to get cracked on with that greenhouse down there. I've just been down to Wilkinson's, like I said, and getting some geranium seed. I've also picked up some more vermiculite and perlite, and I've also picked up something that was on cheap, which I've wanted for a little while now. You just see in the back there, it's a minimum and maximum temperature thermometer basically, so be able to see what the minimum temperature gets in here on night time when I'm away. But at the minute I'm going to go and tackle that middle greenhouse and get sorted. There is a few things popped up for regards to the seeds, but I'll show you them on Friday when I'm back down, and also outside as well, because there's a bit of colour starting to come in the garden. The tulips are up, the hyacinths are up, but I'll show you them on Friday. So I'll quickly show you what it's like in the middle greenhouse, and I'll show you how I get on after it as well. The middle greenhouse here, these lats here, I need to screw them down, but I'll leave that till Friday. I'll get that done on Friday. I want to tackle this side today, so I want to get this stuff pulled out, moved. That little bench there needs taken down, and the chairs need moving as well. So I'm going to get sorted out with this now. Still a little bit more tidying up to do. I've taken the stuff off there. I'm going to build a little bench across the top of there. Just a temporary one, just put in here for the chilies, and get everything else tidied up in here, because it's a bit of a mess. So that's as far as I'm going to get done today. I'll be back on Friday to finish off the rest. Morning guys, I'm down at the allotment now. I'm here till around 3 o'clock today, so I've got a good few hours to get stuff done, what I want to get done. Unfortunately it's been raining again, so I was wanting to get some more stuff dug over in the allotment, but that's going to have to wait until next weekend now. So what I'm going to get done today is, I've noticed that I'll show you the sprouts and everything, these brassicas and stuff. As you can see, started coming up. So have the sweet corn that I got off Dave. The first lot. I've got the other slots at home. We've got, let's move this out of the way. We've got cauliflower snowball there. We've got broccoli there. The turnip, Petrovsky hasn't turned up yet. Sprouts at the back. Started coming through the first lot. So it gives hope for the next lot. The cauliflower started coming through as well. That's all year round. And the purple headed cauliflower there as well. That's the first things that come up. As you can see, they're up as well. So also at the back there, we've got the kales shot up as well. So we've got some kale there. We've got some the cabbage, the golden acres popped up, the greyhounds popped up, and so has the armistice. That's just lettuce up here. The beetroot and the turnip, the snowball turnip that I put up. First lot of sowings from the 5th of this month, so it's from last week. As it popped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these second lot of sowings put in, and also I'm going to have a see and get the second lot of the cabbages put in as well. So I'm going to get cracked on with that, then I'm going to get sorted out with the middle greenhouse as well. So I'm going to get sorted, see what I need to get done, then I'm going to get cracked on. We have lift off. So what I've done here is I've put some more cabbage in, here, some more kale in. I've just left this turnip Petrovsky because nothing's come up on it, so I'm not going to bother too much with it. The broccoli, I've put some more broccoli in. That's the calabrese. The cauliflower snowball, that's all I'm putting in because I think that's all I had because I can't find the packet. I've put some, these are early Swede, so they're supposed to be sown next month, but I'm going to put some in now to give them a go. So these are the best of all Swede, and I've got some more sweet corn which I'm going to bring down. So when the time comes with the best of all sweet corn, I'll give it another couple more weeks and I'll put another sowing of that in as well. At the back here, you can see the sprouts have started coming up on the first batch that I sowed. The second batch are due to come up, and I've just popped the third batch in there now as well. Same with the cauliflower. I've got 2 batches up with the cauliflower, 2 separate sowings, 2 weeks apart, and I've just put this row in here as well. And as for these ones, these are just getting left. These are the cauliflower, the graffiti, the purple headed ones, so they're just getting left there like that. I've noticed up here as well, as I've given stuff a water, of course I've got the turnip snowballs like I mentioned before, and also the beetroot started coming through. So happy days with those. As you know, I popped a couple of sunflowers, the Wilco Giants. Brought them down here to start trying to stun their growth a bit, slow them down. I've also got the Seb's giant sunflower here. The 2 that I got, of course the one that did germinate, I've just popped that into the air pot there as well. So we'll give that a go and see how that gets on. All the leeks in here, since I've managed to get the fire sorted and keep the fire at a constant temperature, well thankfully for my granddad, these all seem to have sprouted up. Of course with us potting them on as well, that'll help, so hopefully I can do a bit of catching up with these lot. Same with the ones in the air pots. So they're coming alright. Of course I've got the big one there, the big CSX leek coming in Sammy Cross, and a couple of giants I've got down here as well. They're my granddad's pot leeks there. They're the first batch that I put in, so that's how they're looking at the moment. I'm going to leave them in that deep pot until they get about pencil thick, then I'll separate them out. These are Ailsa Craig onions. Do the same with these ones as well when I get down to it, when I get sorted out. Harry Houghton's heavy onions are the ones that's in here, so I've got all of the heavy onions down here now at the allotment. So I've got the ones that's at the back, these ones at the back that I did the first potting up, and these ones here, as you can see, I've done these second. So it went from the small pots to these ones, and these will not be that far behind getting potted up as well. So yeah, pleased with them. And just a quick one with these ones as well, I've got 3 here. Now I won these ones, them 3, from Life at the Allotment. It was originally 12, but due to, like I say, me just learning, I ended up being very far behind, because I didn't have them in a constant temperature and the stunt their growth. I do believe that is the reason. So what I've done here is I've just popped I popped 3 that looked healthy on the windowsill at home, and as you can see, like they did with the CXX Leeks, the big one there, these have germinated. These have sped up and they've done all right. So I've potted them on into the cups. As you can see, they're getting bigger. I know that these ones are pretty much nearly in the ground for other growers. I've got them, but I'm just letting them run their course. See at the back here, we've got the Eastern Star chrysanthemums. Just shift that little flag there. So they've come up fantastic. So I've got some more potting on to do with them next weekend. And I've got some radish there as well. But as everything's ticking on in here, I will have to move some of these chrysanthemum cuttings on before they get too big, and then them ones I'll just pop down to the bottom with the rest of the flowers in the bottom greenhouse. So that's how things are looking at the moment. I'll spot these around. I'm going to get cracked on in the middle greenhouse, then we'll see how things go after that. So I'm going to get cracked on there. Before I get down to the middle greenhouse, I've just realised I'll give you a quick update on what's happening with the chilies. So these are the first batch I put in, 26th of the 3rd. There's a little thing popping up there. I don't think these are going to germinate, so that's the reason why I did some more. But I'm getting one there from the patio sizzle. But these ones here, as you can see, we've got a bit better germination with these ones. So I've got jalapenos there. They're the first batch of jalapenos I sowed on the 10th of the 3rd. It was nearly a month ago. It's taken a long time for them to germinate. I think it's just due to the weather and the heat. Now I've got constant heat in the top greenhouse. Hopefully the germination's a lot better. And of course here you can see I've got a decay in as well. So I've got another sown to put into here. In the 3rd section in here, I'll put another sown in here before I leave in here, just like I did with my tomatoes. And that should be them for the chilies. I'll spin you around here, and just noticed as well that I've got a bit of movement on the dahlias I've got down at the allotment. So there's a few popping through there, and I've also got some material there to come along. I want one from this one here. This is the duet one, the one that's in the display picture, the big red one. That's on my lovely wife's head. I want to see if I can get some cuttings off this one. If I can, if I don't, I don't. If not, if I do, fantastic. Also, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I'm growing a couple this year. I've gotten 3 that's germinated from the plastic bag method. So I popped them in there. So they'll be going in with the sweet corn this year again in the beds. But like I say, I'm going to get cracked on down to the middle greenhouse now. So I've got some upcycling going on today. So this is my son's this is Kyle's old cot base. So I'll be taking these slats off, I'll be cutting them down to size, and I'll be using them for slats for my bench. So I'm going to get cracked on with that now. I've just this second finished off doing all this bench here. I didn't have any screws when I was getting it sorted, so I've managed to get the screws sorted out, and I've got it all fit the size, and it's not moving anywhere now. So happy days with that as well. And that's the second bench up. So I've doubled my bench space in this chilli greenhouse. That's what it'll be anyways. Just going to tidy up and get stuff sorted out in here. Them chairs need to be taken out because I don't need them in here anymore. But yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's another job done. Right, I've got a few things to set away, so I'm going to get that done now. I may as well just show you the bits of colour I've got in the garden here. So the spring tubs are coming up. Got the hyacinths in there. And daffodils are coming about to come through. You can see there my black parrot tulip has come up, starting to come up through there now. The weather's changing. It's all going to everything's just going to go crazy next week, starting from next week. You can see on here as well, we've got more hyacinths are up. The buckets again, more hyacinths and daffodils and things, but we're starting to get some tulips. So as you can see there, pink tulips. There's a fair few of them around here because I left them in from last year. So they're going to look pretty when they come up. As you can see down here as well, there's more tulips down there, the white variety, there and there. They are the same as those ones there. So I've got some more gladiola coming up here as well, so I'll get them into different pots. I'll just put them straight out, see what happens. But as I'm in here, I'm just going to get cracked on. I'm going to do these, set these chilies away again, so I can find some more pots. Well, that's me done for today. It's Friday. I'll be back with her tomorrow to get some more stuff done and dusted. As you can see, it's pretty chock-a block in the top here, so I'm pleased I've managed to make that space. I've got some more tomatoes and stuff to sort out when I get home. Probably get that done later on this evening. So I might catch you then, but if not, I'll catch you on Saturday. Hi everybody, it's Saturday morning. I'm just opening the windows and everything in the greenhouse in the back garden before I head down to the allotment. Bit of a victory. I've these geranium cuttings that I took from my granddad's alleyway. One's a fluorescent pink, which I remember. I took 2 cuttings off this one a couple of weeks ago to see if I could get some more cuttings from it, and they've rooted. So that's them there. I'll just pick this one back up. As you can see, we've got roots, so very happy with them, very pleased. So I've got 2 new plants there as well. That's one of the first cuttings I took. Was it? No, it's not. That's the mother plant. That's mother plant of the mini chrysanthemums. These are the ones that I took the first cuttings from, and I've also stopped them as well. So as you can see, I stopped them and they've developed side shoots. So it's for a nice bushier plant, so that's successful as well. So getting there with them. So there's a few things in here which I need to start potting on. Being these marigolds, now that's going to take a couple of hours. I've also got some onions there as well, which I need to get sorted out. But other than that, today I've got these tomatoes as well to pot on as well, because they're starting to stretch up a bit. So I've got them ones and also them ones to sort out. The tigerella that I put in there today, so I just chucked the whole lot in there. They've come up. I need to check on the ones down below. But did you see I've got plenty chrysanthemum, plenty dahlia cuttings to go with as well, of course, yeah. I'm waiting for root systems on them ones and of course on them ones as well. But anyways, we are on. Right, I'm going to go shoot down at the garden, so I'll see you down there and see what else we can get done today. I'm down at the allotment now, so the first task I got done was the carrots and parsnips, which I've put in. The parsnips were the gladiator variety, which are canker resistant, so we'll see how they go. I've got these 2 barrels here, which I don't know if you've seen on my Facebook page, but I got these off the lad next door, and I'm going to go carrots and parsnips in them, see if I can get some long seed. If not this year, get it done, I'll get it done. I'll get it done the next couple of weeks. I will get it done. So I'm going to get the tops chopped off, then see how things go with that. I've got to go and get some sand and stuff like that as well to get some. I've got to find some space for them as well. But in the meantime, I want to get a bit tidied up here as well. Oh, that was a bit hard. That was hard work, but I managed to get them done. So that's it too. I just need to drill holes in the bottom for the drainage, and that's them sorted out. And I just need to fill them with sand. Hi again. Right, so I've had a few people asking why I'm using the charge, Eco Thrive charge, and also mycorrhizal fungi. Well, the answer is plain and simple: to have a better plant. I've got these Cornish giant cabbages here, and I'm going to take a couple out and just show you the root system. Now, of course, the root system is key to the plant and how it grows. The better the root system, the more it can take in, more nutrients and water and stuff it can take in, the bigger it can get, the stronger it can get. So the things that I'm looking for, stuff like that. So that's the root system on this one. So this needs potting up now, which I'm going to start potting all of these up. So there's just one, just to show you it's not a one-off. Get another one, see what this one's like. Good time when they're stuck to the pot. So this one's a bit smaller, but you can still see good root system on there. There's one here. Right, so Now you can see there, the roots all the way there, all the way around. Great root system on there. So this needs potting up. So I'm going to go and grab some bigger pots. I'm going to pot them up. And I'm not going to go too big. I'm just going to go smaller. I don't know the size of the pots off by heart yet, but I'm going from these ones to the larger ones, and the bigger ones, then we'll get to the bigger ones. So just in small increments, not large increments. So I'm going to get on with this now, mix some more compost up, and I'm going to get sorted out with this. At the moment I'm busy sorting out my sweet peas. Now these are the ones I sowed last autumn, including the ones I got off Jeff, the RAF ones. I've already got some white ones in the back here. This is the bed I had the dealers in last year. So I've just sorted this little trellis out. So I'm going to put some along across there, along the back and down the middle here as well. Then I can get cut flowers from them, so I can get to them either side. So I'm going to crack on and get all of them put in. I'll show you this as well. I've extended the pea structure so I can get some more put in. So, oh, hold on, there we go. Right, so I've just put another 2 trestles out the sides and secured them in place, and I'll put another row of peas in here and another row of peas in here. Then I'm going to put some onions in here, but that's the planning anyways. Them slots are doing alright at the back of there, and also the peas, it's just the first lot of peas are starting to come through there now as well. And I think I've seen a couple on the second set at the back there, but I'm going to get on with this now. And anyways, I've already getting some sweet peas sowed down there. So I've got some sweet peas. There's 2 different varieties down there. One of them Skylark and one of them Showbench. I've just got them gladiola in there, and I need to find somewhere for them sweet peas as well. But this is what I'm busy doing at the moment. I have had a large tidy up as well, but I'm going to get cracked on with these now. That's that done. So them sweet peas are in there and they're easy accessible, so when the time comes, if I want to cut them back, if I want to cut them down, I can do and take them home. Like I mentioned, I've just done this here as well. Garlic's looking alright. It's coming up canny. Tulips are coming up lovely there as well. There's going to be a fair few of them. All the way down here and all the way down the side there as well. I did have some sweet peas spare. So what I've done is I've just dotted them there. So basically they should climb up this fence and put a nice display on across there come the summer. But yeah, I don't know what these are here. I found them last year. They are supposed to be like a weed, but look alright. I don't know what they are, but I'm just going to leave them in there. I've taken lots and lots of these out, which are from the helicopters. So as you can see, there's some more there as well. Now they're from these things here. Now I got them when I did the leaf mould, when I got the leaf, so I'll have to be wary of that next time. But yeah, everything's coming up. The colours are looking nice. It's them hyacinths are letting off a lovely smell as well. But I want to see what else I can get on with. I've taken yeah, like you seen yesterday, I did these benches yesterday. So them benches are done. I've also repotted up these giant cabbage. So, and I've brought the leeks in from the ones from down the bottom of the greenhouse. But they're going to get a chance. I'm going to put them in the ground and see if they come with anything. Something I didn't show you was I had some gladiolas from last year, and also I've had some, I don't even want to pronounce it. Syndanthera. So I've had some of them in, planted them last year. I've put the 3 big ones in here, and I've got the little combs that was on the bottom of them. So I've put the combs in here, and there was a lot of combs on them as well as the gladiolas. These are the gladiolas that I've got in at the moment, them ones. They're the new ones for this year, so they'll be going in the ground not long. And I've also got some in here as well. So that's them, they're sitting there at the minute. I've put another, like I mentioned earlier on, I've put another line of parsnips in here, and another line of cabbage in here, carrots in here. Everything else is just sitting ticking away nicely, so I've got all my bedding plants and everything in here. And I've still got some at home to do as well. I do want to get that gooseberry bush out of here. I need to go find a space for it. I'll have a look around, see what I get done. And if I manage to get down tomorrow, I'm going to cut down that raisin rye. But for the time being at the moment, I'm pretty much done here today, so I'm going to sign off. That's me done for this week. If I do come down, that's all I'll be doing tomorrow, is just doing that raisin rye. It's been a pretty productive week. Managed to get the potatoes and stuff in, as you seen earlier. It's just going to be a case of just ticking along and see how things go. Remember to get stuff done. I start work on Monday, so these videos may come once a week, may come every 2 weeks, depends on how often I get down to the plot. Of course, it's going to be busy over the coming weeks and months on the garden, but just see how things go. Thanks very much for watching this week, and hello to everybody, all the new guys, and of course all old guys as well. Thanks everybody for commenting and messaging us as well. I'd enjoy, like I said, like I've mentioned before, I enjoy speaking to yous. I'm actually popping over to the lovely ladies next Saturday to take a look at something, which I'll fill us in with that next week. So just keep an eye for that as well. I'd tell you, I did have a surprise for you this week, but I'm going to hold back on that as well until I get stuff sorted out. So I'm going to shoot off, so I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. See you later.